Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. We'll see the New York Knicks facing Seattle. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
Seattle calls timeout.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they've got. Pierce out there with Lucas. Then there's Frazier. Then there's Van Exel. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Frazier kicks to Lucas. It's Pierce on the wing. Three-pointer. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't DM up more tightly on the perimeter.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, the Knicks head coach had a couple of minutes to spend with me. With their backs against the wall and the NBA Finals at stake, I asked him what the tone of his speech was in the locker room. He said the guys know they are up against it, but they are focused on winning just this one. If they can force a Game 7, anything can happen. Indeed it can, and we'd like to see it. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks. Here's Allen. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Lets the three fly, and another three for Seattle.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Lucas a screen on Nash. Frazier kicks to Cousins. No coverage that time. Cousins has got his second basket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Hutchinson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Frazier kicks to Pierce. They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here we go. And another basket for Seattle.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Frazier the pass to Cousins. And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
On defense, Seattle, they're leading by 8. Dishes to Pierce. Kemp with the steal. Now here comes Nash, leading the break. And the lead now is double digits on that bucket. Nash has got 5 now.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Van Exel. Here's Pierce. That's good. Pierce has got his second bucket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hutchinson. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Pierce hits 2.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Mourning dishes to Kemp. Here's Allen. And stolen by Lucas. Out to the wing. Shoots it. The pretty passing of Walt Frazier on display. Lucas has got his first 2 points.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Allen's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Frazier kicks to Pierce. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. And it's 9 points for Paul Pierce.
And they are cooking, on fire right now. Really flowing well.
Here's Hutchinson. Buried from 15 feet out.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Baddest one's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. To the inside. Paul Pierce again. Pierce has got 11.
A perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got a nice bounce in his step to start.
Pierce with the steal. Frazier with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pierce's shot is good.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode. What a terrific feed by Nash.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
And so here is New York. It's a 5-point game. Screened by Lucas. Frazier kicks to Cousins, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And Lucas slams it in.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Frazier kicks to Pierce. Screened by Lucas. Frazier pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Took him no time at all on that one. Seattle leading by 4. Got a piece of it. And he banks in the layup. Frazier's got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Van Exel. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Brad Daugherty, who's checked in for New York. And here is Van Exel, following the 3 from Ray Allen. Pierce attacking. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Allen, that's good.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Got that one up quick. Allen's got 10 points in the game. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Frazier kicks to Daugherty. Tipped away. And here we go. Here's Hutchinson. Trips down the breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
And the basket good. 32 seconds left to play here in the first. Fader on the way. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got his 7th assist in the game.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Allen against Frazier. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And another basket for Seattle.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
For 3.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Sonics on top, up 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
We've got baddest one. Mourning is out there with Sean Kemp. Then it's Nash. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard. They're the group for Seattle starting the second. And he gets it to go. And that's now 19 points for baddest one.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And that one's good by Pierce.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Allen has been all sorts of trouble for him. He has 15 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Pierce with the steal. And now running up the court. Pierce pushing it up. That one goes. Count it. Pierce has got 20 points.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Out left of the wing. Here's Hutchinson. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting two from long range in that first.
Here's Monroe. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
There's Nash with the three, and another three for Seattle. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Monroe against Nash. Doherty the screen. Pierce wide open. He fires. And again, it's New York.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Monroe, the pass to Doherty. That's tipped.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
Seattle calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
A moment to check in with Doris first. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Knicks trail by 6. And Monroe kicks to Pierce. And again, it's New York.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Monroe against Nash. A 3-ball. The Knicks pull it in.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one. And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Here's Monroe. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Oh, that's blocked. Near the three-point line, it's Nash, and it's Seattle with another. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
New York calls timeout. Have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Sonics dance team.
To the paint, here's Pierce, and it's blocked. Passes it to Baddest One. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And he knocks down the first one.
In a big game for Baddest One. 25 points and 4 steals. He's been passing it around you or shooting it over you. Either way.
And they're not sure whether to stick tight or really to try and defend the pass.
Outside Pierce. Pierce is doubled. The drive by Monroe. Monroe floating to the rim for the easy 2.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
That one goes. Count it. Monroe's got 7.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
High arcing shot. Mourning, the Ultimate Warrior sends the shot back.
Knicks ball.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Reno. Here is Frazier. He's got 11. Pass to Doherty. He kicks to Cousins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now just a 4-point Seattle lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Near the three-point line, it's Nash, and it's Seattle with another.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Outside Pierce. Shot's good. Pierce has got 29.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Nash, the pass to Baddest One. There's the 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
Wow, 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something different on defense to trap this guy and lock him up.
Pierce attacking. And again, it's New York.
Assist from Paul Pierce.
Sonics leading by 5. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. 32 points for Baddest One.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Cousins. He's got 8, and he gets it to go. Cousins has gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. Here's Hutchinson. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 34 points for baddest one.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Here's Doherty. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Stolen by Monroe. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
And the Knicks making a change here. Van Exel's checked in. Here's Hutchinson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Baddest one's got 36. Knicks trail by 6. And Monroe kicks to Pierce. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1:16 left now here in the second. The drive by Monroe.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Nash. Here's Hutchinson. Rejected by Pierce. Monroe dishes to Cousins. Pierce for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Hutchinson. And another basket for Seattle.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here comes the break. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Allen. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Sonics have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That free throw good from Allen. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The pass to Cousins. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 6 in the quarter.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time. Big time.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
And the first half is now in the books. Sonics lead by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
And he was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin, Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it. Yeah,
I appreciate that, Clark.
It's good, Clark. And it's Seattle with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And New York looking at who they've got. Frazier is out there with Van Exel. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Lucas. And it's Pierce in its small forward.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Some nice passing by New York here. And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Sonics leading by 10. Here's Hutchinson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. 45 points for baddest one.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Snatched away. And now the fast break. Nash with the ball. That's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And a strong finish with two hands.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Knocked loose. And now it's Allen running. He can go all the way.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Seattle shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
We've seen Nash getting it done. He's got 26 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Have to like what we're seeing from baddest one.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Pierce. Their offense is most effective, coach said, when he is most involved. And they're looking for total involvement from him for the rest of this game. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter. And maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Frazier outside. Poked loose. Kemp with the steal. And Cousins comes over to help Hutchinson, but they recover it with the fadeaway. And it's Seattle with another.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Frazier against Allen. Now here's Frazier. He started closely.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Reed is checked in for New York.
Taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Seattle. They're on a 15-6 run. And Mourning throws it down.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Reed, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
There's the bucket. Good. 51 points for baddest one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And he gets it to go.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
It's stolen by Van Exel. And pushing it up, here's New York. A nice shot by Frazier.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by New York.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Here's Hutchinson. Can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. The dish to Lucas. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Reed the pass to Frazier. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Frazier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
Pierce attacking, and he gets it to go. Pierce has got 34.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. Pierce with the ball, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A different look for New York. Doherty comes in for Lucas, and Monroe subbed in for Van Exel. Here's Hutchinson, and he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Knicks trail by 13. New York calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Monroe down low, defended by Nash. Inside, here's Allen. It's blocked. The dive for the ball. That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Tries a three off the inbound, and another three for Seattle.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Frazier. Buries it down low.
Frazier.
Frazier's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Reed. Fires from the wing. And again, it's New York.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Baddest One's got 60.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. You know what? He tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
.132 left in the third. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Knicks trail by 19. And Monroe kicks to Doherty. And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Malone's checked in for Reed. Here's Malone, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Doherty with the screen on Nash. The drive by Monroe. That's good. Malone's got his second basket.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Doherty with the bucket.
Now we're really seeing them pound that ball inside.
6 straight points in the paint. They're making their presence felt.
They get it back. Mourning. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Mourning's got 12.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over.
Okay, Seattle, get on up for your Sonics dance team.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's Seattle with another.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Tipped away. A solo fast break. Here's Hutchinson. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Allen for 3. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! Gotta have big-time nerves to hit a shot like that at the buzzer.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. New York with the ball. They've got Mourning. That is one out there with Kemp. Then there's Allen. And it's Nash in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And, Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
Here's Pierce. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Pierce has got 36. Here's Hutchinson. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And so it's New York with it. Monroe dishes to Pierce. And again, New York with the triple.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And Monroe kicks to Van Exel. The kick out to Pierce, puts it up, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Nash, the pass to Baddest One. The 3, that's good. Baddest One's got 11 points in the quarter.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Pierce, and again it's New York. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kemp passes to Baddest One. And another 3 for Seattle.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Nash against Monroe. Shot clock at 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Knicks, DeBusschere, he's checked in for Pierce. Christie subbed in for Monroe. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The shot by Malone. And again, it's New York. Seattle leading by 23. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Baddest One. That's his first foul.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lucas is checked in for Malone. Pierce comes in for DeBusschere. And it's Frazier in for Christie. Frazier against Nash. Good! Frazier's got 24 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and Cousins throws it down.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But, guys, the pass, for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him. And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Screened by Lucas. And that one's good by Pierce. Pierce has got 45 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's the screen.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Here's Frazier. There's the killer two-handed slam.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Hutchinson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Frazier dishes to Pierce. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Here's Hutchinson. And another 3 for Seattle.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Timeout, Knicks.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
It's stolen by Allen. And here's the fast break. The high post shot. And it's Seattle with another. Here is Frazier. Here's Pierce. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Pierce has got 50 points. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Pierce has got 52 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
From the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot.
Hutchinson.
The Knicks on offense.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Lucas a screen on Nash. Here's Van Exel. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Got a piece of it. Kemp kicks to Nash. Here's Hutchinson, and it's Seattle with another.
Hutchinson.
And here's Frazier.
Steve Nash.
There's the lob to the hoop. To the left side wing. Here's Hutchinson. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And wow, that's the end of an epic journey taken by both these teams in unbelievable fashion. Get the NBA title rings ready, folks, for the Supersonics.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for baddest one. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Wing shot on the way. Rejected by Pierce. Puts up a three. And again, New York with the triple.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Hutchinson. Hits the three-point bomb.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Monroe up top, defended by Nash. The shot's good from Christie. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Past the baddest one. Back to Nash. Here's baddest one. Offline. And they've done it. The new NBA champions. What a moment it is right now to see the team who played so well together enjoying, Clark, this NBA championship moment.
Well, Kevin, it's awesome to be here to witness what happened tonight.
And seeing this team come together over the course of the season and on into the playoffs, what a joy. I mean, there is no better champion the league could have asked for.
And a pleasure here at 2K Sports to be with you all season long. Good night, everyone.
It's time to